1 charge, 2 charges, 3 charges. Attempted murder, a lesser charge. Stalking. You know what? I wouldn't have came to your damn house no way. Because I would have been too scared of someone with all of these criminal charges. So y'all husbands, boyfriends going out cheating on y'all, and y'all are not doing like any type of background checks on these people?
Police, that woman was shot and killed searching for her cheating husband. Now, we brought you this story. It's breaking news. This was yesterday morning. Police say 42-year-old Keiona Wilson was found shot inside a car. It was just outside the Madison Police Precinct. Investigators tell us she was actually shot inside a home on Scalf Drive. Investigators say she went to the home looking for her husband, who was in a relationship with another woman. Police say she got into an argument with the other woman, then tried to force her way into the house. That's when the woman shot Wilson in the stomach, according to police. Wilson drove away, flagged down an officer outside the precinct. She later died at the hospital. So far, no charges have been filed.
A wife shows up at her husband's mistress' house where he was, hoping to salvage what's left of her marriage and get her man back home. But the woman behind that door? She wasn't the type to share or step aside. She had a past written in violence and had been preparing for something else entirely.
Before she go in, watch the light. She was shot before she even went in. Her adrenaline was so high, she didn't even know she was shot.
When Keiona Wilson knocked on her door that August morning, how does a woman justify taking everything from someone who just wanted her life back? Before we get too deep, hit the like button, share your take in the comment, and tap subscribe with the bell so you never miss the next episode of Deranged Women. Keiona Wilson was 42 years old, living in Nashville. By all accounts, she was someone people genuinely liked. Her best friend described her as someone who went by multiple names: Katie K. She was a devoted mother and a loyal wife. She'd been married to Amadeo Wilson since June 9, 2015. 10 years of building a life together, 10 years of investment, sacrifice, and commitment. They'd raised children together, weathered challenges together, and created a somewhat solid partnership. Keiona's social media showed exactly how much she valued her marriage. She wasn't shy about expressing her feelings for Amadeo publicly. On their 5th anniversary, she wrote a post that really captured how she felt. On this day 5 years ago, we started our journey to forever. This has been an amazing experience that I wouldn't trade for the world. You have been my rock through the good times and my support through the bad. You have shown me a true example of a great partner, dad, man, and friend. Thank you for truly adoring me every day from the beginning and each day forward. I love you, Amadeo Wilson, and happy anniversary. This was a woman who believed in forever, who saw her husband as her rock, her support, her partner. She was invested in her marriage with everything she had. Amadeo posts to her were noticeably shorter. On Keiona's birthday, he'd write things like, "Happy birthday to my beautiful wife Keiona Wilson." Basic acknowledgements. Nothing close to the depth of emotion Keiona expressed. On their anniversary, he wrote, "Happy anniversary to my beautiful wife." 5 years went by so fast, and many more to come, I think. Like he wasn't quite sure about those many more years. Through 2020 and 2021, their social media showed regular interactions. Photos together, birthday acknowledgements, playful exchanges. But then in October 2021, Amadeo made his last public birthday post to Keiona. "Happy birthday to my beautiful wife and my grandmother." After that, the public acknowledgements stopped. No more birthday posts. The social media presence they'd maintained as a couple started to fade, at least from his side. What Keiona didn't know at the time was that by 2021, when Amadeo started a new job, he had met someone who would ultimately tear apart everything Keiona had built. Someone who showed absolutely no respect for Keiona's marriage or her life. By 2024, Keiona was still trying, still fighting for what she had. In January of that year, she updated her cover photo to a picture of her and Amadeo together. According to her cousin, this was Keiona's deliberate way of showing she wanted to save her marriage. She wasn't giving up. She wasn't ready to walk away from 10 years of history. Around this time, Keiona discovered that her husband was having an affair. The woman he was seeing worked at the same place he did. And when Keiona confronted Amadeo about it, he allegedly made her a promise that he would stop. He said he'd end the lying, the cheating, the games. He said he would fix what was broken in their marriage. Keiona believed him. She held on to those promises. She'd invested too much in this marriage to let it go without a fight. Just before everything fell apart, she'd sent 2 of their children off to college. She was looking forward to the next chapter of their lives together. She thought they were moving toward better days. But Amadeo didn't keep his promises. The affair continued. And the woman he was seeing? She is Keiona Greer, and she had no intention of stepping aside. Keiona was also 42 years old, living in a house on Scalf Drive in Nashville. In 2003, Keiona Greer was charged with attempted first-degree charges. The charge was eventually reduced to aggravated assault with a weapon, and she served 6 months in prison. After her release, she had probation violations showing a pattern of someone who struggled with boundaries and following rules. Beyond that, Keiona allegedly had other legal issues, including stalking charges. Around 2021, Keiona was working at the same company where Amadeo had just started his new job. Photos surfaced showing her wearing the same company shirt Amadeo wore when he posted about being grateful for employment. By December 2024, Keiona wasn't even hiding the relationship anymore. She was commenting publicly on Amadeo's social media posts where anyone could see. When he posted thanking people for birthday wishes, Keiona wrote in the comments, "Happy birthday, hot boy." While Keiona was pursuing this relationship, Keiona was at home trying to save her marriage. She'd confronted Amadeo, asked him to end the affair, and she'd made it clear she wanted to work things out. Amadeo had promised he would, but the relationship with Keiona continued. On the morning of August 25, 2025, Keiona Wilson had reached her limit. She knew where Keiona lived and she knew Amadeo was likely there, so she got in her car and drove to Scalf Drive. When Keiona arrived at Keiona's house, she saw exactly what she expected. Amadeo's car was parked outside. Her husband was there at another woman's house. Keiona used her spare key to move his car from the back of the property to the front, as a way of passing a deliberate message. Then she walked up to the door and knocked, just wanting him to come outside so they could talk. Instead of opening the door for a face-to-face conversation, Keiona spoke to Keiona through the home surveillance system. She allegedly told Keiona that Amadeo wasn't there, even with his car parked right outside in plain view. According to the surveillance footage, Keiona could be heard speaking through the system. But Keiona kept insisting Amadeo wasn't there. The 2 women went back and forth, with Keiona saying she knew he was inside and Keiona continuing to deny it. From the footage, Keiona remained calm throughout this exchange. She wasn't aggressive, she was a wife trying to get her husband to face the situation he'd created. According to police reports and from the surveillance footage, Keiona fired a shot through the storm door, which she claimed to be a warning. A physical struggle occurred, and during that altercation, Keiona fired again. This time, Keiona was hit in the abdomen. During this entire violent confrontation, Amadeo allegedly remained wherever he was hiding in the house. He didn't intervene, didn't try to stop the fight, and didn't call for help. He just let it happen.
Go that way. I ain't worried about that. No, come here, go that way. Come on. Now, ain't nobody gonna come no well, girl, hey, you're not gonna be doing this over my goddamn house. But okay, he's gonna call you or whatever.
Keiona, despite being severely injured, somehow managed to get out of that house. She made it to Amadeo's car and drove herself away until she spotted a police officer near the Madison precinct. She flagged them down for help. They immediately called for an ambulance and she was rushed to Skyline Medical Center, where medical teams did everything they could to save her life. But the injury was too severe. Despite all their efforts, Keiona Wilson didn't survive. A woman who'd devoted 10 years to her marriage, who'd believed in forever and fought for who she loved, was gone. Because she knocked on a door asking for her own husband. Amadeo reportedly never went to the hospital. The man she called her rock wasn't there to stand by her in those last moments. When police arrived at the scene earlier that morning, they found Amadeo still at Keisha's house. During questioning, Amadeo allegedly told investigators he was inside the house when everything happened, but he claimed he tried to stay out of the confrontation between the two women. Keisha Greer was a convicted felon, so she did not have the license to carry. On August 26, 2025, one day after Keiona passed, Keisha was charged with possession of a firearm and was scheduled to appear in court on October 10, 2025. Shortly after the incident, Keisha reportedly responded to the controversy on social media. In a comment defending herself, she wrote, "I don't mind because they don't matter. Y'all matter to me. My family matters to me. So real talk. As long as y'all know the real, forget everybody else." 2 parts of surveillance footage surfaced online. These videos reportedly show the confrontation between Keiona and Keisha. It came from Keisha's Ring camera system. While it hasn't been officially confirmed, many believe Keisha released these videos herself to support her self-defense claim. After analyzing the surveillance footage extensively, Keiona's family believed something different happened. According to their analysis, they suggest Keiona was actually struck by that first shot while she was still outside the house. They claim her adrenaline was running so high that she didn't immediately realize she'd been hit, and that's when she entered the home.
Her adrenaline was so high, she didn't even know she was shot.
Her family reportedly also disputes claims that Keiona kicked the door in. They say the footage shows that Keisha voluntarily opened the door. Keiona's cousin also addressed the people who've been saying Keiona shouldn't have gone to that house. She acknowledged that going there was a risk but also said that Keiona did it out of love. Why would a mistress take a woman's life just because she came looking for her husband? As this case moves forward legally, the focus is on whether Keisha was legitimately defending her home or whether this was something darker. The Stand Your Ground law might protect her from more serious charges. Keiona Wilson deserved better than what she got. She deserved a faithful husband and respect for her marriage. Keisha Greer took all of that away in moments. And now she has to live with what she did. Remember, danger can wear a friendly face. Stay aware, look out for others, and reach out if you need help. See you in the next case on Deranged Women. Thanks for watching.